OK, you can forget about tracing your family tree. Millions of people around the world are having their DNA tested to find out their ethnic backgrounds.
So Susanna and I decided to have our DNA tested a few weeks ago. This morning, we are going to find out the results. It is like an extended Jeremy Kyle episode, this, and anything could happen. We don't know what the results are, right?
Well, we don't know each other's. So Charlotte is here to reveal... You're starting with Piers, aren't you, Charlotte?
Yeah, intriguing, this one. Just to explain the background, DNA is your unique genetic makeup, so no two people have the same DNA anywhere in the world. Your DNA comes from your parents, so 50% from your mother, 50% from your father, and in turn from their ancestors. So let's take a look at what we found out about Piers. Well, he's 91% Irish, Scottish and Welsh, with 6.5% Eastern European, 1.6% West Asian and 0.8% Middle Eastern heritage. And the results also allow us to track down some people right across the world who share their DNA with Piers. So Rebecca Green from New Springs in Texas, well, she has an interest in killer women too, because she is a crime scene investigator. Sam Montoya runs his own trucking company in North Carolina. He transports military equipment for British Armed Forces. And there's Linda Jones from New Zealand, who, like Piers, is a writer and an author.
Wow.
I bet they're all delighted with the link as well, aren't they?
And we're going to meet one of Piers' DNA matches
Have we got the breakdown between Irish, Scottish and Welsh?
Yes, here. 91% Irish, Scottish... Oh, I see,
It's all
yeah.
together,
Charlotte, can you break
collectively.
it down between Ireland, Scotland and Wales for us?
It's all done collectively, that's the thing, so they don't know.
Yeah, but hang on.
91% Irish, Scottish and Welsh.
Let's ask Aaron Godfrey, because he works for the company who did the research. So Piers is intrigued, understandably.
Well, the Irish bit I knew. The rest, I never knew I had any Scottish blood.
Well, it's interesting you say. So, first of all, thank you for having me on. So you did the MyHeritage DNA test, and so now there are two things that you're going to learn, your ethnic origins and the matches. And the ethnic origins are something that you have within you, within your DNA, linking you back to places, going back generations. Now, certain ethnic groups have very similar characteristics. For example, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. But the Irish side is definitely predominantly in your family history. We've seen on MyHeritage that actually your family dates back to Ireland to the 1740s and probably goes back further.
Well, the Irish comes as no surprise to you. Almost 1% Middle Eastern. So what does that mean?
Are most British people, would they have a bit of Middle Eastern blood in them?
Actually, not most British people. What I can tell you is that most people are a mix. There's no one who has just one thing. In fact, we looked at our database and it's less than 0.3%. So everybody is made up of these journeys that their ancestors took.
But I don't seem to have any English blood at all. Not a drop.
Is it surprising for you?
No, actually, I've always been saying this. People say, you were born in England, therefore you're English. Actually, conclusive evidence, I don't have a shred of English in me.
Well, that's the thing about DNA.
I'm Irish, predominantly Irish, with a dash of Scottish and Welsh.
And you're English by birth?
I'm actually more Middle Eastern than I am English. I'm more Arabic than I am English.
Brilliant.
Right?
Absolutely. But that's the thing. DNA isn't something you catch just by being born in a particular country.
Fascinating.
No.
It's something that your ancestors have been on that journey for.
So some of your ancestors are Middle Eastern.
Fascinating.
Let's meet one of your DNA relatives. Joining us from Auckland, New Zealand, Linda Jones. Morning, Linda.
Good morning.
I mean, tell us, did you know that you were connected in some way to Piers Morgan?
No, I wasn't. It was a complete surprise to me.
And when you say a surprise, was it a good surprise?
Yes, I'd only ever seen Piers on American X Factor. Was it that one, America's Got Talent?
America's Got
America's
Talent.
Got
It's
Talent.
only
Brilliant.
recently that I've been Googling him.
Awesome. Linda,
I've only just discovered he's got a little bit of a controversial side.
now, does your family have a little bit of a controversial side?
Maybe Piers Morgan. No, we go all the way back to King Robert the Bruce on the Scottish side, so that might be the connection to Scotland.
Again, this Scottish theme. I'm clearly a Scottish warrior. as well as being an Irish legend. Let's use that word.
Linda, you have a lifestyle that's rather different from Piers'. I'm just reading up that you live underneath Mount Taranaki on the North Island of New Zealand. You've got 10 acres of land. You have a horse called Little King. And you keep... basically, you're a farmer.
Yes, we are. Yep. We have got cattle, sheep, chickens, dogs, goldfish, birds, and I even have a husband.
Well,
let me ask, Aaron, if I could just bring you in again here. What is the connection here? Other than we have a random similar DNA, is there a connection?
Exactly. So you share DNA, but in the case with Linda, it's actually a pretty small amount. The relationship that the DNA shows could be anywhere from a first cousin twice removed to a fifth cousin.
But we are related.
But you are related through DNA, and the idea is now that you can look and see, how are we related? Do you have shared surnames in your family history? Do you share ethnicities? And where to start looking?
so Piers and Linda are actually cousins of some degree.
Of some degree, yes, they share.
And she's related to Robert the Bruce. So for all the Scottish viewers, you are looking, it appears, a direct ancestor of Robert the Bruce. I bet that's come as a bigger shock to you as it has to me.
Do you know what? The thing that's weird for me is
There
that
he is.
there's
It's uncanny.
there is a legend in my family that we're connected to Robert the Bruce.
Oh, there you go.
But apparently it's you.
Oh, no. This has killed everything. We're related.
Shall we find out? Charlotte has my DNA profile.
Yeah, so let's take a look at Susanna's ethnic makeup now. It is 17% English, 35% Irish, Scottish and Welsh, 18% Iberian, 17% Eastern European and 14% Scandinavian. Well, using this information, we have tracked down other people across the world who share the DNA with her. Christian Webber is a real estate manager. Now, he lives with his partner Tim and their 2 dogs in Phoenix in Arizona. Jessica is a stay-at-home mum from New Britain in Connecticut. And Sarah Wilson is a beautician from Glasgow. And uncanny likenesses there as well.
With all of them, actually.
Yeah.
That could be 3 sisters and a brother.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
That's quite a mix.
What does her
Charlotte?
mix say about her, Aaron?
It's very interesting. So you've got a bit more of an exotic mix than Piers.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But again, did you know about the Scandinavian side? Did you know about the Iberian, which is Spanish and Portugal? Have you ever heard stories about that in your family?
No. We've been keeping some secrets, I fear.
So it's interesting because one of your matches, which we looked at through the DNA results, actually, his name is very Scandinavian. And in his family tree, there's 5 other people there that you match to. So their family tree...
What does that mean? Decode that for me.
Sure. So you have DNA matches, and you share with this other person 5 of your DNA matches. So there's a strong tie to this person who has Danish origins and yourself. And that's how we would start to look and say, how Scandinavian are you? And look at your Danish roots.
Well, OK, we have a
roots.
direct relative of yours, Sarah Wilson, who joined us now from Glasgow. She shares some of Susanna's DNA. And look, that could be your twin. Look, that's absolutely uncanny.
Hi.
Morning.
Good morning.
That is weird.
It's great to meet you. So we are cousins.
Absolutely.
It's lovely to meet you too.
Sarah,
Yes,
did you
I
know
believe
that we
so.
had that we had Danish ancestors?
No, I had no idea. Absolutely none at all.
Sarah, I mean, you could be Susanna's twin sister. How do you feel about this extraordinary revelation?
Amazing. Susanna's great. She's absolutely gorgeous.
So you're more pleased that you're related to her than you would have been if it had been me, for example?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe slightly. Just slightly, though.
I mean, I don't know if you just heard, but I'm related to Robert the Bruce.
Yeah.
And I'm actually more Scottish than I ever realised. Yeah, I don't have no English blood. I'm Scottish, related to Robert the Bruce. I think it may be time to move north. I mean, let's ask you about your family.
Maybe.
Are there other? Tell us about your family. Tell us about your life.
What do you do, Sarah?
Okay. Well, I work for a charity in Glasgow. It's called the Beatson Cancer Charity. And what I do is I'm a complementary therapist. So I work with patients who are currently undergoing treatment for cancer. And I offer them therapies such as massages, facials, just things to make them feel a bit better. So I work in the Beatson Hospital in Glasgow and surrounding hospitals also.
Well, I'm very proud to call you my cousin because that is incredible work that you do. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, it's a great charity and I'm proud.
Can I ask you, Sarah, has anyone ever said to you...
Sorry, lovely to meet you too.
Has anyone ever said you look a bit like Susanna Reid?
Yes, all my aunties and my mum. I've got
Really?
quite a few aunties and we are big, huge Strictly fans.
Oh.
And when Susanna was on Strictly, they used to say, "Oh, you are Susanna's double." So yeah, big fans.
Do you think they know something we don't, Sarah?
Maybe. Maybe they do.
Where was Uncle Johnny? That's what I want to know.
Oh, it's absolutely lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for being with us.
Well, Aaron, I mean, that's fascinating because you can see a direct physical resemblance.
Yeah.
We know that they are related.
Yeah.
Her own family, her own aunt said to her when she
Yes.
was on Strictly, it could be your twin.
I think that's one of the amazing things about the DNA test because people are finding new relatives. And one of the things that we've had at MyHeritage DNA is a lot of people finding their biological family. People who are looking to find their birth parents and reuniting.
Now,
No doubt about my parents.
My family, we traced on a family tree thing to Elizabeth Taylor, the movie star, and Che Guevara.
There you go.
Well, can you prove this?
Well, I don't have their DNA, but for sure, if you do enough research and
You
you
can
use
get
the
that.
tools, yeah.
Amazing.
Sarah's obviously up there in Glasgow. We have told ourselves in our family we're connected to Robert the Bruce all my life. She's closer to Robert the Bruce than Piers
sorry,
is.
with great respect, I am connected to Robert the Bruce, not you. I am Robert the Bruce's great grandson. Welcome, Scotland.
Are you sure there's
Me.
no link?
Jimmy.
I'm sure if we wanted to, we could look more, but looking at your family history, there's also some amazing characters there too, so...
We've got the Danes.
You've
We've got the Danes on our
No
side.
Robert the Bruce.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's exciting.
Well, thanks to Sarah and thanks to Linda and Aaron, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you again.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
Amazing. You're 18% Iberian,
Yeah.
you old ham.
Look at that. My family's been all over the
You
place.
have, yeah. You've put it around a bit.
Thanks.
Still to come.